departments, right? Now, firstly, I want all of you to give your email, personal email. For the time being, give me your personal email IDs in the chat box quickly, so that each time I'll not have to give. You'll not have to ask to join. I'll add your emails or directly. Okay, so you'll not have to ask to join always. Okay. So if until okay, maybe in this week or probably by the next week, okay, so you'll be getting your of your college email IDs. Yeah, in preferably give me your Gmail IDs. Okay, somebody gave me like @AP Infosys. Who's that? Rashmi? Rashmi, do you have a Gmail ID?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please give me a Gmail ID, okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. See, because since we are using Google Meet, okay, so then other than Google ID, then it may create an issue. So that's why give me your Gmail. That's why I'm asking you for Gmail IDs, okay? And yeah, so until now we have been all of you. So okay, so now since all of you have come from different departments, from different divisions, okay, in the first couple of weeks, so all of you have reached until your parallel force system, correct? Any division in which parallel force system was not completed, resultant of a coplanar parallel force system. Okay, so we also try in all the divisions also we try to keep it on at the same pace. Okay, and I believe in all the divisions we have covered until the resultant of parallel force system, right? Okay, so today we'll be continuing the discussion about resultant, and today we'll take another new topic, okay, which is about continuing the discussion. Okay, so we'll be talking about today about the resultant for a non-concurrent and non-parallel force system, also known as a resultant of a general force system. Okay. So this is also known as a general non-concurrent non-parallel force system, which is that is also known as a general force system. Okay. So we'll be discussing about how to find out the resultant, and to locate the resultant, okay, about any point if that is there, or if I want to change that, okay, my after finding out the resultant, if I want to represent it just as a force, okay, a resultant as a force or as a force coupled system. So, and how do I find out the resultant, okay, and how do I locate the resultant which is there? Okay, that is what we'll be discussing in today's session, and active participation is expected from all of you. Now, for the set of steps which is there, okay, so it is the same which the set of steps which is there, that is the same as I have discussed for the case of a for a parallel force system. Okay, so firstly, for the parallel force system, what was my set of steps which were there? Firstly, I resolve the forces into its x and y components. Then I find out sigma fx, sigma fy. After finding out sigma fx and sigma fy, next I can find out the resultant r equal to under the root of sigma fx square plus under sigma fy square. So here I get the magnitude of my resultant. Then after finding out the magnitude, I have to find out the angle at which it is acting, the direction which is there. So then to find out the direction, I have alpha, the angle subtended by the resultant which is there to the axis, to the x-axis, alpha equal to tan inverse of sigma fy upon sigma fx, and with this I get the direction. Then since I'm talking about a non-concurrent, non-parallel force system, okay, so here definitely when I want to find out the resultant, okay, so the forces which is there, they will be subtending, they will be contributing to, or they will be causing a moment about any point, okay. So then I have to find out the summation of the moments, which was the sigma m, and after finding out the summation of the moments, then I'll have to also have to know, check for the direction. Okay, so for the summation of the moments, sigma mo gives me my magnitude. Sigma mo gives me my magnitude, and if my sign of sigma mo it is positive, then what does it intend? What is the direction of the moment? Can you tell me? If sigma mo is
Anti-clockwise.
positive, what is the direction of moment? Clockwise or
Anti-clockwise.
anti-clockwise? It is
Anti-clockwise.
anti-clockwise. Yes, you are correct. It is anti-clockwise moment, and if sigma mo it is negative, then it is a clockwise moment, right? Because here we have only two options, right? Either it is anti-clockwise or clockwise. So when sigma mo is positive, then the moment it acting, it is there. About that point, that moment will be anti-clockwise, and when sigma mo it is negative, then about that point, the moment it will be positive, it will be clockwise. And then after finding out sigma mo, I have to apply Varignon's theorem, which is sigma mo equal to r into d. And from that, okay, I'll be finding out the distance at which the moment it is acting from that point. Okay, so now since I'm talking, since I found out sigma mo, that means this distance where d which is there, it is with reference to, so I have to show it from O. Okay, so that is the next step, position of the resultant with respect to point O. Okay, any questions here? Any questions until now? So this is just a recap of what has been covered until now. Any questions here?
सर
Yeah.
हमारे डिवीजन में ना ये नहीं कराया था, पहले मैम ने सेंट्रॉइड कराया था, ये थोड़ा भी नहीं कराया है तो
सेंट्रॉइड सबसे पहले खत्म हुआ है सेंट्रॉइड.
हाँ, सी डिवीजन में सेंट्रॉइड कराने के बाद ये कराया नहीं था, तो वेनगन थ्योरम क्या ये सब समझ नहीं रहे.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, fine. So Varignon's theorem, which is, so for now, okay, you do one thing. For the now, just note this expression. Okay. So about the Varignon's theorem, what is Varignon's theorem? What Varignon's theorem tells me is that the summation of the moments which is there. Okay. So the summation of the moment of individual forces which is there, that will be the same as the moment caused by the resultant. अभी मेरे को अगर फोर्सेस है F1, F2, F3 ये सब है, so the इनका सबका इंडिविजुअल मोमेंट हो गया F1 into X1, F2 into X2, okay, F3 into X3. डायरेक्शंस छोड़ दो, so sigma fx which is there, okay, so sigma fx is there, so F1 X1 plus F2 X2 plus F3 X3, so the summation of the moment of the individual forces which is there, that is the same as the moment of the resultant. So that is about Varignon's theorem. Okay. Okay. The summation of the moments of individual forces is the same, equal to the moment caused by the resultant. Okay, of those forces. So R which is there, that is resultant of forces F1, F2, F3. Okay. Please reply.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So for now, you have to keep this expression, and to find out sigma mo, so moment which is there, that is the product of the force multiplied by perpendicular distance from that point. Okay, so right now, even since I'm talking about sigma mo, that means I have to take the perpendicular distance from O. So now after finding out the resultant, okay, so if at all my forces which is there, my resultant I have to show, then I have to locate the point. So now here I have 8 specific cases. Okay, so I have a sigma fx which is there. My sigma fx, it can be positive, negative. Then I have sigma fy, that can be positive, negative. Then I have sigma mo, which can be anti-clockwise or clockwise. So इन तीनों का मुझे permutation combination मेरे को, I have 8 specific cases which I will be discussing right now. Okay, so in the first case which is that I have sigma fx is positive, sigma fy is positive and the moment it is anti-clockwise, so the moment is also positive. ठीक है, moment यहाँ पे anti-clockwise है. So then how do I represent? So here my sigma fx which is there, if my force which is there when I am representing it in this manner, okay, so my with reference to O, यहाँ पे मेरे को why I have to know this is because for a general force system where the position that which is there, that is also important. Okay, so for the first case sigma fx and all three value, all three are positive, then my force which is there, my resultant R which is there, that I'll be representing in this manner. So okay, to the right of O. Okay, so in this case what happens when with respect to O, the force R which is there, that is going to cause me a anti-clockwise moment. So according to here, sigma fx it is positive, sigma fy it is also positive, okay, and my moment that is negative. Then next case I have sigma fx is positive, sigma fy is positive,
Sir.
and my moment it is negative, and it is anti-clockwise.
Sir.
Okay, let me complete my moment. Okay, yes, go ahead.
सकते हैं क्या, बाकी स्टूडेंट्स को प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है.
What is your problem?
सर आप थोड़ा फास्ट पढ़ा रहे हैं इसलिए बाकी स्टूडेंट को प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है.
Okay, ठीक है, ठीक. Okay. Now in the for the result, to find out the resultant and for the position which is there, so that position I have eight particular possibilities. Okay, I have 8 particular possibilities which is there. मुझे सिग्मा एफएक्स जो है या तो पॉजिटिव है नहीं तो नेगेटिव उसका मैग्नीट्यूड. वैसे ही सिग्मा एफ वाई जो है या तो पॉजिटिव है मैग्नीट्यूड नहीं तो नेगेटिव मैग्नीट्यूड है, राइट. एंड मोमेंट का जो है, मोमेंट का भी मुझे 2 ही केसेस है. मोमेंट का either it can be anti clockwise which is positive and clockwise which is negative, right. इतना तो आपको पता है. So ये जब मुझे एक फोर्स को जब ये रिप्रेजेंट करना है तो ये तीनों का कॉम्बिनेशन में रिप्रेजेंट करना है, राइट. So according to that I have 8 total of 8. मुझे तीनों वैल्यूज पॉजिटिव है. अगला केस में दो फोर्सेस दोनों पॉजिटिव और मोमेंट नेगेटिव है. नेक्स्ट केस व्हेन आई हैव sigma fx is negative, sigma fy is positive, and my moment it is positive. Next case sigma fx is negative, sigma fy is positive, and my moment it is negative. Next case sigma fx is negative, sigma fy is negative, and my moment is positive. Then sigma fx negative, sigma fy negative, and my moment that is also negative. And lastly sigma fx positive, sigma fy negative, and my moment it is positive. Sigma fx positive, sigma fy negative, and my moment that is also negative. ऐसे मुझे 8 केसेस है. Now well, let me consider. Okay, so in this case, okay, let me take the force here. Okay, now I have to find out the resultant, and O मेरा origin हो गया ना. O is my origin here. So with respect to origin मेरा distance कितना है x का, मेरा x कितना है, x is in the positive direction. What about y? The force with respect to the force, my y it is also positive. Lekin with respect to origin, my y it is negative. Correct? Then, जब मैं moment का effect देख रहा हूँ, okay, so the effect of moment caused by the force R at the point E, at the point O, then that moment it is going to be an anti-clockwise moment. So the anti-clockwise moment means my moment it is positive, right? Sigma MO it is positive. So जो मेरे को plus plus plus. Okay, so for the first case, when all the forces, both the resultant and my moment is positive, then I will be representing my force like this. काम करता हूँ मैं, इसके पहले मैं आपको न्यूमेरिकल के साथ में दिखाता हूँ, वो बेटर होगा. That will be I feel that should be better. Okay. So let me take the case of this numerical. Okay. So here I am given, how many forces am I given? I have 5 forces, right? So let me mark them. F1, I have F2, F3, then I have F4 and I have F5. मुझे यहाँ पे लिखने दो. F1 कितना है, मैग्नीट्यूड कितना है बोलो? 65 न्यूटन. F2 मैग्नीट्यूड कितना है?
140 न्यूटन.
140 न्यूटन. हाँ, F3 कितना है मैग्नीट्यूड?
90.
हाँ, F4 बोलते वक्त में यूनिट में साथ में बोलते जाओ बेटा.
100 न्यूटन.
ठीक है. हाँ,
F5 50 न्यूटन.
100 रुपीज भी हो सकता है, 100 नहीं 100 रुपीज भी हो सकता है, 100 पैसे भी हो सकते हैं. दोनों का वैल्यू बहुत फर्क है.
Yes sir.
Correct? Okay. So now I have
Yes,
F1,
sir.
F2, F3, F4. I have marked all the 5 forces. Okay. Now I have to find out now to resolve the forces into components. ये सभी forces जो हैं, ये सब क्या है आपको? Are the forces concurrent?
नॉन कंकरेंट
पहले वो देखो. ये सब forces concurrent है क्या आपको? नहीं है. क्या ये forces parallel है?
No.
नहीं है.
No sir.
है ना? जब मैं when I'm considering all the 5 forces, they are not parallel, they are not concurrent. So this is my one of the examples for a general force system. Okay, now here still these forces, they are actually on the same plane. So this which is there, let me add another term here. This is a coplanar general force system. ठीक है. अभी हमको और एक और हमको टाइप है जहां पे हमको ये सभी फोर्सेस जो है एक ही प्लेन पे भी नहीं है, नॉन कोप्लेनर केस है. दैट विल बी टेकिंग लुकिंग एट लेटर डेट. ओके, हम अगले सेशन में शायद से हम लोग देखते हैं वो कवर करने के लिए, बट आज अभी हम लोग जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम कवर करते हैं. ठीक है. सो व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग, सो दिस इज एन एग्जांपल फॉर अ कोप्लेनर जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम. ठीक है. So firstly I have written the magnitudes which are there, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. Next I have to write the angles. So now my force F1 which is there, F1 के लिए मुझे ये angle θ1 find out करना है. So now for F1 which triangle am I going to consider? For F1 which triangle I'm going to consider? I'll be considering this triangle, right? So triangle का मुझे θ1 कैसे निकालूंगा? Can you tell me?
Sir, theta 1 will be right as cos inverse of 65 Newton by 1.5 meter by 65 Newton.
मीटर और न्यूटन को मैं कैसे लिखूंगा?
सर उनका यूनिट नहीं लिखेंगे, डायरेक्ट लिख देंगे.
1.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 65.
अच्छा हाँ, 1 मीटर है ना सर. हाँ, 1 मीटर है.
आपको one of them is length, one of them is unit force. How can you relate them?
सर
I cannot,
वो साइड
right?
में जो 1 मीटर दिया ना, वो 1 मीटर अपॉन 1.5 मीटर अपॉन
यहाँ पे आप
सर 2
cos में
ये
जाएगा,
1 और 1 मीटर है. tan inverse of 2 मीटर by 1.5 मीटर.
अब cos इनवर्स में कहाँ चले गए बेटा?
सर वो 65 न्यूटन एरो, उसमें कंफ्यूजन हो.
हाँ, वो फोर्स है, एक फोर्स है,
हाँ,
एक
सर.
मीटर, ये एक मीटर है. कैसे दोनों को रिलेट कर रहे हो? कौन से स्कूल से सिखाए रे?
कंफ्यूजन वाले स्कूल सर.
ठीक है, जाने दो, आगे से ध्यान रखो. ठीक है,
हाँ सर.
अभी हो गया, ठीक है, आगे से ध्यान रखो. Okay, what about for theta 2? For theta 2 means I have to consider which triangle? I have to consider this triangle, right? So for this triangle, length is 3 and my height is 2. So theta 2 will be tan inverse of
2 by 3.
tan inverse of 2 by 3. Next I have to look for theta 3. Theta 3 equal to, theta 3 के लिए कौन सा triangle है? ये. अभी for theta 3, yeah, so you give me theta 3 equal to tan inverse of
1 by 3.
1 divided by 3. What about theta 4? For theta 4 I have to consider this triangle, right? So theta 4 equal to tan inverse of 2 divided by 1.5, राइट? सो आपको थीटा 1 एंड थीटा 4 दोनों सेम आएगा ना? Theta 1 is also tan inverse of 2 divided by 1.5. Theta 4 is also tan inverse of 2 divided by 1.5. And finally, I have theta 5. So for theta 5, it is tan inverse of, I have to consider this triangle. So tan inverse of कितना है? 3 divided by 2.5. करेक्ट? आप एक बार चेक करो जो हमने ये एक्सप्रेशन लिखा है और ऊपर डायग्राम में जो लेंथ मुझे दिया है, ये दोनों के साथ में मेरे कोरिलेट हो रहा है क्या? चेक करो. So my theta 1, which is that is 53.13 degrees. So theta 4 is also 53.13 degrees. Theta 2, it is tan inverse of 2 divided by 3. So 33.69 degrees. Next is tan inverse of 1 divided by 3. So 18.44 degrees. And finally, theta 5, it is 50.19 degrees. So now मैंने सभी फोर्सेस निकाले हैं, उनके मैग्नीट्यूड्स भी निकाल लिए. Now the next page now. Okay, so let me write them. Theta 1 was 53.13 degrees. Theta 2, 33.69 degrees. Theta 3, 18.44 degrees. Theta 4, again 53.13 degrees. And I have theta 5, it is 50.19 degrees. And now I have F1 65 Newton, F2 यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ, F1 65 Newton, then F2 140 Newton, F3 90 Newton, F4 100 Newton, and F5 50 Newton. Okay. Now what I have to mark is about the distances. Okay. So now to find out the resultant, मुझे सबसे पहले क्या करना है? Sigma fx find out करना है. मेरा methodology क्या है? Firstly, I have to find out sigma fx, then find out sigma fy, then find out sigma m, and here since my reference point it is O is my origin. Okay, so I am finding out sigma m o. Okay. So एक एक करके हम लोग करते हैं. Now first suppose f1 which is there. Okay, so here f1 I can resolve into cos component and sin components which are there. Okay, all the angles which are there, all my angles, they are given with respect to my x-axis, right? So यहाँ पे I have f1 cos theta 1 and I have f1 sin theta 1. Then second force theta 2, so I have f2 cos theta 2, f2 sin theta 2. I'll do one thing, मैं ये डायग्राम को और बड़ा करता हूँ. Now f1 cos theta 1, then f1 sine theta 1. Are you able to read this? Clearly read कर पा रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
F1 sine theta 1. Okay. Next, here for the second force I have F2 cos theta 2, F2 sine theta 2. Then here magnitude is opposite. F3 cos theta 3, F3 sine theta 3. Then F4 cos theta 4, F4 sine theta 4, and finally F5 cos theta 5 and F5 sine theta 5. Now for here, okay, so I also have to, when I'm finding out sigma fx and when I'm finding out sigma fy, I also have to apply my sign convention, right? So यहाँ पे in the now in this case what happens, my sigma fx which is there, okay, so since my O it is here, so the towards right which is there, that is my positive x-axis, and towards here it is my positive y-axis. तो f1 cos theta 1 इसका मैग्नीट्यूड क्या है, पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव है?
Positive, sir.
इसका मैग्नीट्यूड मेरा पॉजिटिव है. What about f1 sin theta 1, मैग्नीट्यूड इज पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव?
Positive, sir. एक तरह से.
What is the direction? Direction is downwards, right?
Direction downward, sir.
हाँ, तो नेगेटिव है. हम लोग towards up positive y axis, towards up is positive, towards down is
Yes.
negative. Okay, so in the second force f2 sin theta 2 positive, right? F2 cos theta 2, that is also
Positive.
positive. What about f3?
Negative. Cos theta negative.
Both are negative, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, behind and below. What about f4?
Negative.
Here.
Positive, sir.
Positive.
And what about f5?
Positive.
Positive.
Negative.
Yes. Now using this sign convention that I have given, मैं यहाँ पे sigma fx and sigma fi का मैं expressions लिखूँगा. Okay. Now I have sigma fx equal to f1 cos theta 1 plus f2 cos theta 2, then minus f3 cos theta 3, then I have minus f4 cos theta 4, and finally plus f5 cos theta 5. तो आई f1 f1 f2 f3 f4 f5 एंड थीटा के वैल्यूज हमने ऑलरेडी निकाल के रखा है, तो आई जस्ट हैव टू सब्स्टिट्यूट दोस वैल्यूज. एंड सेम वेज सिग्मा fy इक्वल टू फर्स्ट वैल्यू माइनस f1 इंटू साइन थीटा 1, माइनस f1 साइन थीटा 1, सेकेंडली प्लस f2 साइन थीटा 2, देन थर्ड minus f3 sin theta 3. So next one plus f4 sin theta 4, and finally minus f5 sin theta 5. So now I have taken the directions of all the forces into consideration, and then when I am substituting the magnitudes which are there, okay, so I can find out my sigma fx, sigma fy and all. Okay, now which is there, okay, so let me just complete that. So my force f1 which is there, magnitude is just a minute, let me note those values down. theta 1 3.13 degrees, theta 2 33.69 degrees, theta 3 18.44 degrees, theta 4 53.13 degrees, and theta 5 50.19 degrees. Then F1 65 140 90 100 and 50 Newton. Once I'm writing these values down, so it will be easier for me to copy them onto the screen. So F1 cos theta 1, okay, so I have F1 magnitude is 65 cos 53.13 plus F2 it was 140 cos 33.61 minus 90 cos 18.44 minus 100 cos 53.13 plus 50 cos 50.19. So here, okay, so at the summation, what the value that I'm getting, then here I have minus 65. So yeah, it is not cos here, it is sine. By the time I'm writing it here, so please find out the sigma fx value and take care about the positive and the negative signs. Okay, उसका ध्यान रखना है. Minus 65 into sine 53.13 plus 140 sine 33.61 minus 90 sine 18.44 plus 100 again 100 sine 53.13 and finally minus 50 sine 50.19. Can you tell me the value? Have you found out the value of sigma fx?
Yes, sir.
सर 42.22 आ रहा है.
Okay.
42 point
हाँ 42.120.
120.
22.
Okay. Let me just check. Yeah. The magnitude which is here I am getting it as 42.23 Newton. Okay, and the since the value magnitude I am getting it is positive. So what is the direction for sigma fx? It is towards the positive direction. And now what about sigma fy then? Now I have to find out for sigma fy also. So minus 65 sine 53.1 plus 140 sine 33.61 minus 90 sine 18.44 plus 100 sine 53.13 minus 50 sine 50.19. So sigma fy, which is that also I am getting a magnitude as 38.618. Okay, 618 Newton. Okay, so 38.62 Newton, and sigma fy also I have got as positive. Okay, so please check and correct me if I am wrong.
सर
Yeah.
मेरा fx का वैल्यू 42.22 आ रहा है.
हाँ 42.2286 आया, तो इसके लिए मैंने उसको 42.23 लिखा.
Hello, sir.
ओके.
Hello.
हाँ
So I'm getting 42.833 for sigma fx.
आपने कहाँ पे आपने राउंड ऑफ किया बोलो?
मतलब
आपने क्या राउंड ऑफ किया? एंगल आपने 53.13 लिखा, 53 लिखा,
53.13.
यहाँ पे 34 लिखा.
Yes, sir.
हाँ तो इसके लिए हुआ ना.
33.61 sorry 33.61 लिखा है.
So you'll have to do it again. Check it again. No problem.
Okay sir.
So this is the value which is there. Okay. And now next which is there to find out the resultant. Okay. You know the magnitude of the resultant which is there, that is r equal to under the root of sigma fx square plus sigma fy square, that equal to under the root 42.23 square plus 38.62 square. The magnitude of the resultant which is there, so magnitude of resultant I have got it as 57.2265 Newton. Okay, so approximate, so just rounding it off to 2 decimal places, say, so 57.23 Newton, that is my magnitude of the resultant. And the angle which is there, alpha equal to tan inverse of sigma fy upon sigma fx आपको अभी 42.2 आया क्या? 42.8 जिसको आया था. My angle which is there now, my angle I am getting it as 42.44 degrees. Okay. So this which is there, this that I've got right now. Okay, so that is my the magnitude of the resultant, and this is the angle. Okay, so or the direction which is there. Now I have to look at, okay, मुझे उसका magnitude, मेरा resultant जो है उसका location कहाँ पे है, because see, since I have not been mentioned anything, I'm supposed to show it by a single force. So now ये इतना resultant है, and I have all the forces which are there, they are acting at different angles, right? So definitely those forces, they are contributing to a moment about the point O. So now next step that I have to do, I have to look at the moment. Okay. So now for the moment, okay, let me look at yellow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. आपको ग्रीन कलर दिख रहा है अच्छे से? नहीं. ठीक, इसी से करते हैं. ठीक है. Now I have to look at the moment which is there of each of the forces. Now जब मैं moment निकाल रहा हूँ तो मुझे एक दो बातें जो मुझे ध्यान में रखनी है. ठीक है, क्या है? मुझे अभी O, I have the moment which is there, I have to find out about O. So any force which is passing through O, that force does not contribute to a moment, correct? Any of the forces which is है ना, ये आपको बताया कि बता के दिया कि नहीं दिया है? Any of the forces which is, अगर मुझे moment O से निकालना है तो any of the forces that is passing through O, that does not contribute to a moment. Okay, so now in my first force which is there, okay, so I have F1 cos theta about O. यहाँ पे इसका ये distance कितना है? What is the distance of F1 cos theta? It is at 3 meters, right? F1 cos theta का moment है कि नहीं है? Think about it. F1 cos theta, does that cost me a moment about O? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the magnitude of the moment?
F1 cos theta into 3 meter.
F1 cos theta 1 multiplied by 3, correct? So let me just note it here. Okay, so I have F1 cos theta 1 इंटू 3 एंड इसका डायरेक्शन क्या है आपको अबाउट ओ व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ द मोमेंट क्लॉकवाइज है या एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है
क्लॉकवाइज है,
क्लॉकवाइज है तो मतलब नेगेटिव है ना
नेगेटिव।
यस व्हाट अबाउट f1 sin theta what about f1 sin theta 1 what is the magnitude of the moment
सर
others
Zero
also
होगा ना?
others also please participate okay see जब तक आप आपका ओपिनियन आपका जो भी है कोई आप बोलोगे नहीं तो अब तक आप समझोगे नहीं तो सीखोगे नहीं ठीक है the what is the magnitude of moment caused by f1 sin theta 1
सर 0 होगा ना?
why is it 0
अक्रॉस ओ जा रहा है ना, मतलब?
it is passing through o right
यस सर।
yes so plus 0 next force I have to consider f2 for f2 what about f2 cos theta 2 f2 cos theta 2 इसका मोमेंट कितना है
तो 0।
again the same reason right so plus 0 then what about f2 sin theta 2
So f2 sin theta 2 into 1.5 meter.
f2 sin theta 2 into 1.5 what about the effect of the
Positive.
moment positive or negative
पॉजिटिव
ओके
सर।
ओके अभी अगले f3 फोर्स का जो है और कोई बोलो ठीक है आपने अभी दो फोर्सेस का बोला है f3 somebody else answer what about f3 cos theta 3 does that cause a moment
Yes, sir.
f3 for cos theta 3 does that cause a moment
Negative.
मैंने सिर्फ इतना पूछा कि आप वो क्या उसका मोमेंट रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा
Yes, sir.
yes what is the magnitude of the moment
3 into f3 cos theta 3.
हाँ f3 cos theta 3 into 3 correct what about the direction आपको साइन पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव है इसका
Positive. Positive.
साइन इसका पॉजिटिव है करेक्ट नाउ व्हाट अबाउट f3 sin theta 3 f3 sin theta 3 does that cause a moment about o
Yes, sir.
f3 sin theta 3 उसका मोमेंट उसका डिस्टेंस कितना है
4.5 into f3 sin theta 3.
yes 1.5 plus 3 right so into 4.5 and what about the sign the moment it is positive
Negative.
or negative
Negative.
the moment it is a clockwise moment so hence it is negative अभी इतना जितना वो लिखा है उसको मुझे यहाँ पे कॉपी कर लेने दो ठीक है सिग्मा mo इक्वल टू
सर
हाँ
वो मोमेंट कैसे निकाला वो समझ नहीं रहा है
क्यों नहीं समझ रहे हैं
समझा कैसे करना है वो मोमेंट का क्या है वो
ठीक है बता के देता हूँ मोमेंट का मतलब होता है टर्निंग इफेक्ट ओके मैं जब भी अगर मुझे बर्तन का अगर मुझे अगर एक डब्बा है ठीक है बिस्किट का डब्बा है उसका ढक्कन मुझे खोलना है तो ढक्कन कैसे खोलता हूं मैं थ्रेड रहता है ना थ्रेड को मुझे घुमाना पड़ता है ना अभी आपने जिसने सवाल पूछा है मुझे आंसर भी चाहिए ठीक है
सर
हाँ मुझे बिस्किट का बर्तन जब भी खोलना है तो उसका ढक्कन खोलना है एंड बॉटल का जो ढक्कन है दैट इज अ थ्रेड राइट तो मुझे क्या करना होता है उसको घुमाना पड़ता है सो दैट इफेक्ट विच इज देयर दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ रोटेशनल इफेक्ट अभी वो रोटेशनल इफेक्ट जो है वो मैं कैसे दूंगा हम लोग अभी क्या करते हैं हम लोग हाथ से करते हैं लेकिन जब भी मुझे यहाँ पे एक फोर्स के बारे में सोचना है तो ये फोर्स के कारण में मुझे रोटेशनल इफेक्ट कैसे हो रहा है सो बहुत सिंपल सी बात है now when I am talking about moment from the point O so what I will be doing I have to keep my मेरा इन थंब फिंगर जो है थंब फिंगर को आप O में रखो ठीक है सो राइट नाउ मेरा फोर्स यहाँ पे है मैं थंब फिंगर ऐसे रखा एंड आफ्टर कीपिंग माई थंब फिंगर राइट नाउ आई हैव टू अभी मैं फोर्स मेरा F1 जो मैं फोर्स ले रहा हूँ ठीक है सो F1 के कारण में मुझे F1 के डायरेक्शन में मुझे हाथ को ऐसे घुमाओ आप अपनी थंब को वैसे ही फिक्स रख के बाकी का उंगलियां घुमाओ। सो उसके F1 के कारण में आपको O में कौन से डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, आपका हाथ घूम रहा है F1 के कारण, ये डायरेक्शन में घूम रहा है।
यस
यस अभी आपको शायद से मिरर ऑपोजिट दिखेगा, तो शायद मैं मेरा अभी लेफ्ट हैंड में यूज कर रहा हूँ, तो आपको ये कौन सा शायद ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन दिखेगा, ठीक है। सो दिस एक्सरसाइज you do it yourself. So at the right now for the first couple of problem you can do it yourself. So you keep your thumb there and you rotate your finger in that direction. So just direction, अभी मेरा हाथ कौन सा डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, now since it is my left hand, it is going in my clockwise direction. So going in the clockwise direction, मोमेंट का साइन कन्वेंशन जो है, क्लॉकवाइज मोमेंट इज ऑलवेज नेगेटिव, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज मोमेंट इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव। ओके, सो नो द सेम थिंग व्हेन आई एम कंसीडरिंग द फोर्स ऑफ F2 मैंने कंसीडर किया, तो F2 का साइन कंपोनेंट जो है, मैंने O में मैंने फिंगर रखा और F2 में साइन कंपोनेंट के लिए मैंने ऐसे हाथ को घुमाया। तो आप करके देखो और आप बताओ मुझे कौन सा डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है करके, टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट या टुवर्ड्स राइट।
राइट हैंड यूज करना है या लेफ्ट हैंड?
You can use any hand whichever you are convenient with. आप कोई भी हैंड यूज कर सकते हो। आप आपका थंब वहां पे फिक्स करो और बाकी को उंगलियां घुमाओ।
क्लॉकवाइज।
आप O में थंब को रखो एंड F2 sin θ2 के डायरेक्शन में घुमाओ। क्लॉकवाइज है या एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है?
ओ पे फिक्स करेंगे तो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज आ रहा है।
O पे फिक्स करके ही करना है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मैं मोमेंट फाइंड आउट कर रहा हूँ विद रिस्पेक्ट टू O। तो मुझे O में उंगली फिक्स रखना है और बाकी का उंगलियां घुमाना है।
ओके
मैं जैसे कॉम्पस में करता हूँ ना, सेंटर में कॉम्पस को फिक्स रख के घुमाता हूँ ना बाकी, वैसे।
ठीक है।
Okay, so now F2 sin theta, it is going in the anti-clockwise direction. So hence, that is causing me a positive moment about O. Okay?
Okay.
Have you understood what is moment?
यस सर।
तो ये मोमेंट का मेरा एक एप्लीकेशन ये भी हो गया ना, मैं सर्कल से भी ड्रॉ करता हूँ कंपास से, तो वहां पे मैं मोमेंट का ही यूज करता हूँ ना।
हाँ।
Okay, so let me continue that. F3 cos theta 3, F3 sin theta 3 into 4.5. Now I have F4 and Fy remaining. Okay, so now F4 force जो है, F4 force that is going to cause me a moment in which direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
F4 force that is going to cause me an anti-clockwise. And what are the distance?
6 meter.
Yes. How much is the distance?
6 meter.
No. F4 cos theta 4 आपको कौन सा
4.5
4.5 भी नहीं है। एक मिनट सुनो, आप सुन के लो। आपको F4 फोर्स कहाँ पे एक्ट कर रहा है? यहाँ पे एक्ट कर रहा है ना। F4 का लाइन ऑफ एक्शन यहाँ पे है ना, मैंने दिखाने के लिए यहाँ पे दिखा दिया। ओके, और इसका लाइन ऑफ एक्शन किधर है? अलोंग दिस। सो ये डिस्टेंस कितना है मेरा? वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस 1 मीटर। सो व्हाट विल बी द मोमेंट? F4 cos theta 4 multiplied by 1. Okay, whatever the direction which is there, you already told that the direction was positive, so I have plus F4 cos theta 4 into 1. What about sin theta component? F4 sin theta 4 का component कैसे है? F4 sin theta 4 acts in which direction? At which plane? यहाँ पे। तो इसका डिस्टेंस कितना है? ये डिस्टेंस कितना हो गया मुझे?
6.
Yes. So I have F4 sin theta 4 multiplied by 6. Okay. And what is the kind of sign? Positive or negative?
Positive.
हाँ. Plus 4 sin theta 4 multiplied by 6. And now I have the force F5 remaining. तो F5 के केस के लिए, for the force F5 sin theta 5.
6.
हाँ, F5 sin theta 5 के लिए भी मुझे डिस्टेंस 6 ही है। एंड F5 cos theta 5 के लिए डिस्टेंस कितना है मुझे?
3 meter.
3.
And what about the sign convention? Moment का दोनों का cos and sin components, both of them
So negative.
they are clockwise, right? So both moments are negative. Minus f5 cos theta 5 into 3 minus f5 sin theta 5 into 6. तो अभी मैं इनका मुझे एफ एन थीटा का वैल्यूज पता है, तो वो मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट भी कर सकता हूँ. सो f1 which is there, so minus 65 into cos of 53.13. Are you able to read this? ये कलर आपको रीडेबल है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक, मैं काम करता हूँ, मेरे को थोड़ा कम रीडेबल हो रहा है, तो I'll do one thing, I'll shift back to here. Okay, and let me write this again. That is equal to minus of 65 into cos of 53.13 into 3. Uday Patil, are you there? उदय पाटिल, ये क्या अभी किसने डाला? अभी 42 पॉइंट ये 140 sin this thing plus f3 which is there, that is 90 cos 18.44 into 3 minus 90 sin 18.44 into 4.5 plus 100 cos 53.13 into 1 plus 100 sin 53.13 into 6 minus 50 into cos 50.19 into 3 minus 50 sin of 50.19 into 6. Okay, so the first line which was there, फर्स्ट लाइन इसका सम मुझे आया है 127.517 के. अभी सेकेंड लाइन बाकी है. Okay, so now the second line which is there, I have got it as 213.511. इन इसका मोमेंट है, तो मोमेंट का यूनिट मुझे है न्यूटन मीटर. So 127.517 plus 213.511. So the sum which is there, that is coming as 341.028 Newton meters. So this is the effect, this is the total moment which is acting. Okay, and this is the total moment which is acting about the point of all the forces acting about the point O. Now what I have to do now, I have to apply
Varingness theorem.
Yes, now I have to apply Varignon theorem. Okay. So I have sigma MO equal to R into D. Now ये मोमेंट जो है मुझे वैल्यू पॉजिटिव आया है, तो मोमेंट का वैल्यू पॉजिटिव आया मतलब my moment it is anti-clockwise. Okay. So now sigma M equal to R into D, or implies 341.028 equal to, what was my magnitude of R? 0.23. 57.23 into D implies what is the distance that I will be getting, should be somewhere around 5 point something meters.
$5.9.
Yes, so my distance is here, that is 5.958 meters. Okay, so 5.958 meters, so equivalent to 5.96 meters. Okay, so my distance I am getting is 5.96 meters. Now I have to show the resultant. Okay, ये रिजल्टेंट दिखाते वक्त में अभी मुझे जो हमने प्रीवियसली यहाँ पे जो डिस्कस मैं वो आपको बता रहा था, ये 8 में से कोई तो भी एक आएगा आपको, ठीक है. So now, okay, I have to take care. My distance it is here. Okay, so my sigma fx which is there, sigma fx it is positive, sigma fy that is also positive, and my sigma mo that is also positive, right? तीनों cases मुझे positive है. So मुझे moment कैसे दिखाना पड़ेगा? My moment which is there, how I should be showing it? It should be acting, my moment which is there, I have to show somewhere in the first quadrant. और वो moment मुझे कैसे act करना पड़ेगा? It should be acting at an angle of, angle भी हमने निकाला था ना, 42.344 degrees. So alpha equal to 42.44 degrees with respect to x axis. So as always, ये सब मिला के मुझे वो force को दिखाना है. Okay. So now when to show that force, okay, so we should be covering this part also. So that part which is there we'll take in our next session. Okay. अगर हो 3 o'clock तो practical के time में हम लोग देखते हैं ये problem को complete करने के लिए. Okay. No, for the practical session which is there, okay. So there will उसका practical का आपका link अलग separate रहेगा, ठीक है. ये एंड आगे से lectures के लिए जो है आपके theory lectures के लिए लिंक यही रहेगा. ओके, यही सेम लिंक कंटिन्यू करेंगे. ओके, नाउ इन द मीन टाइम आई वांट यू टू गिव योर अटेंडेंस इन द चैट बॉक्स क्विकली. ओके, आई विल टेल 1 minute that I'll stop the messages by 1:35. ओके, आपके पास 1 minute है, फट से अटेंडेंस दे दो. रोल नंबर फॉलोड बाय रोल नंबर. मिताली, रोल नंबर फॉलोड बाय नेम. मिताली, रोल नंबर फॉलोड बाय नेम. And once you are giving your attendance, then you can leave the meeting. Okay, it's already lunchtime, you can leave the meeting. So Ashutosh, give पूरा वापस टाइप करो. Those who have given the attendance can leave the meeting. Okay, thank you for joining. And we'll be meeting back at 3 p.m. for the practical session. Okay. Yes, Rishi.
सर एक डाउट था सर मुझे.
बोलो.
सर वो सम में था जो आपने अभी सिखाया ना वो स्लाइड में.
ठीक है, हम प्रैक्टिकल के टाइम में आपका क्वेश्चन लेता हूँ. ठीक है.
ठीक है सर.